Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? Okay, in case you don't know this, corporate America is getting ready for trans employee. Now, this is going out on November the 27th, 2017. And basically, what it's saying is, with a large history of diversity training, corporations have done well addressing the needs of gays and lesbian workers. But in 2016 reported Injustice of Every Turn, the National Center for Transgender Equality found that 90% of the 6,450 transgenders and gender nonconforming people survey reported experiencing harassment and mistreatment on the job or took action to avoid it. In fact, 47% reportedly being fired or not hired or denied promotions because of their gender identity. Efforts to address unemployment discrimination against trans and gender various people has been going on for decades. Lucent established one of the earliest workplace of non-discrimination policy back in 1997 in response to an effort by employee Mary Ann Horton, who told Fortune magazine back in 2015, once a Fortune 500 pleaded not discrimination. I thought maybe other companies might want to do so too, so I started waving the flag in the trans community, encouraging others to bring it up. Now, more companies, including Apple and American Airlines, followed the suit late back in 1990 and in the early 2000s, but Timmerand really took off with Human Rights Campaign introduction in its Corporation Equality Index in 2002. Within 6 years, HRC has begun pushing corporations to add trans-supported policies, including trans-exclusive health insurance, and by 2017, 92% of companies on the index provided protection against discrimination on basis on gender identity, and 73% offer trans-exclusive health coverage. Studies suggest should include policies that make sense not only socially but also physically. Of course, making the company trans-friendly makes more than simply establishing non-discrimination policies. There can be a significant gulf between policy expectation and behavior, said Lusa, who co-authored the Teaching Transgender Took It, a guide to increasing knowledge, decreasing prejudice, and building skills with Dr. Eli Green, founder of Transgender Training Institute, in order to successfully recruit and retain quality transgender employees as ensure their treatment deny dignity and respect. Says statistics demonstrated that this is not currently happening in the vast majority of transgender people in the workplace. True workplace inclusiveness, Myers explained, being able to fully participate. A full participation isn't just about policies. It is also about who's at the table, who's not at the table, and why that is where the barriers. He encouraged employees to look beyond the bathroom access, for example, have easy, confidential process to get one email exchange as far as ID card exchange, and altered workplace policies, practices, procedures, benefits, and facilities can sometimes be helpful tools for workplaces to take stock on what they're doing well, as well as the areas as far as improvement. Some of the best training programs, Myers said, going beyond establishment trans competence and into building empathy for fellow coworkers. Myers and Green first, it's kind of toolkit offers best practice, fundamental, fundamental lessons, plans of and others researches in the name of 2016 Book of the Year, American Association of Sexuality Educators, Counsel, and Therapists in honor of the LGBTQ Division of American Sociological Affairs within 2015 distinguished contributes in as far as education and training award. The new look flock of trans sensitivity training also include offer of Max Wolf, the testosterone files as far as Sunshine, When My Boyfriend Was a Girl, Trans Ready, and workplace training companies for the offers of 8 to 12 weeks. Online diversity training required 30 to 45 minutes in week of 30 to 45 minutes a week. Complement online training as far as the future. My Goodbye says that with trans ready participants can log on, learn at their own pace through videos, exercise, and quizzes to test their understanding the circumstance of addresses trans 101 basically, but also trans supervisors to recognize the warning signs so they can prevent problems. And it does utilize the problem-based on approach with what is to tell us Magabai said in the People's Learn Through Stories, and they don't learn through facts and figures. They don't learn through being told that they are transphobic or biased. This is storytelling approach isn't just fun and easy. It is actually taps into the power of the human brain. So I thought it was very good. You could read, as far as sharing this with you and stuff, that you're trying to do something as far as, make it much more better within the workplace and stuff, and we already know that's going to be like a mountain to climb because with anything, there's always going to be a problem, but it's always good to see that they're actually trying. At the National Center for Transgender Equality found, that 90% of transgender out of 6,450 transgenders and nonconforming surveys reported, was having problems at work as far as job place, and trans sensitivity training is essential addition to the modern workplace and stuff. So they kind of give you the employers the idea that they need to get trans visibility training. So when you get a trans person inside, you can kind of jump onto the bandwagon or what to look out for and dilute a problem before it happens. So I think it's a great idea myself. When you go to a job, you go to the work. You not go there to socialize and stuff like that. But we already know people are gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. But I think it's a great idea, and of course, I put it out here because I want to hear your feedback on this. Do you think all employers need to have trans non-conforming training, so this way when a trans person comes or to the job and stuff, that they will be much more aware and to dilute a situation before it evolves into something more explosive? Anyway, there, Miss, and this was reported back on November 27th, which was yesterday. So, like I said before, I would love to hear your feedback on this. And like I said before, I want you to follow me on Instagram. That's Raven_over. That's Raven_over. So you get a chance to see a lot more of my life and living. You get a chance to see a lot of things I cannot put on YouTube due to the fact of copyright reasons. And I know I can't even take my camera outside because if I show people in the camera, this is called copyright. So I have to get the copyrights from the person that ended up in my video. So that's the reason why I don't do as far as doing videos outside anymore. Anyway, but on Instagram, I can do it all. So like I said before, when there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, that being said, I love your feedback on this. I want to let you know I love you. And thank you for subscribing. And thank you for, sharing the video and stuff. And I love you. And thank you for watching. Kiss the Rain.